Okay, YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Obi. I'm back with a new video. So last night was Raw, and I think WWE dropped the ball on one thing, and then they went forward in another thing. So let's start off with how we started the night off with Triple H and Shawn Michaels in the ring. Shawn Michaels wants to know what changed Triple H's mind. What did the Undertaker say that he didn't to get him to accept the match with the Undertaker at WrestleMania? So Shawn Michaels says the worst thing that he could have said to Triple H was that Shawn Michaels was better than Triple H, and he wanted to know why. Why that set him off. Why did that make him accept the match? And Triple H goes into this whole spiel about how he's tired of people talking about Shawn Michaels and calling him a loser and saying that he didn't get the job done and he's a failure and all this stuff. But Triple H did say in the end that that Shawn Michaels was the greatest in-ring performer of all time, which is hard to knock that, because Shawn Michaels is a very good in-ring performer. He's a showstopper, Mr. WrestleMania. You really can't take nothing away from the guy, even though he wasn't able to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania. So Shawn Michaels goes into this thing where he says that he knows, he knew who was going to win last year at WrestleMania. He said The Undertaker would win, and he did, and he was right. And he said he'll be right again this year because he knows who's going to win. He didn't say who, but he drops the bomb and says that he's going to be the special guest referee, and I'm not feeling that. I believe people have been talking about this. I know my brother has been talking about this and saying Shawn Michaels could be a special guest referee, but the thing is, I think when you have the street match with The Undertaker, you really don't need too many gimmicks. And I think now it's too many gimmicks. Hell in a Cell was kind of pushing it for some people. I think Hell in a Cell, for me, with this match, I think it worked. But when you add in Shawn Michaels into the picture, I think it takes away from the match. I'm not as excited for it as I was before, because obviously now Shawn Michaels isn't going to be clean in this match. Something's going to happen. He's going to screw somebody or whatever. Shawn Michaels is he's a great dude. He's a great wrestler. But if you look at his character in the past, he's been kind of selfish. He wants that spotlight for himself. He wanted to beat The Undertaker and end the streak for himself. So what does that mean for WrestleMania? We don't know. All I know is that something's going to happen in the match between Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, and Triple H. Somebody's not going to be happy. And I just feel like the streak we shouldn't even be talking about the streak ending in a possible controversy. But it's WWE. I didn't expect them to be perfect on this. I expected something to be messed up, and they messed up this match, I think. We'll see how it goes, but I think as right now, as we stand, I think they messed it up. So it looks like all you Santino Marella fans out there got what you wanted. Santino's now the United States champion, as if that means anything nowadays. Jack Swagger was the previous title holder, and he sucks. And Santino, I mean, the dude cracked me up in the match. He's funny, but just not what I was looking for, honestly. Santino's a good dude. I think people like him. That's why they're pushing him right now. The same thing happened with Zack Ryder in the past. So they're going to push whoever gets that big pop. And Santino's been getting that big pop. He earned it. He deserves it. So props up to Santino. So speaking of Zack Ryder, E Torres beats down my girl Alicia Fox. She beat her pretty quick too, so I was pretty mad at that already. Then Zack Ryder's music hits as Eve is taunting and celebrating her victory over Alicia Fox, and he comes with this whole spiel broski over Hosky thing, and he goes in the back, and then Eve follows him and puts her tongue down his throat. So then we're left with Zack Ryder with this this Kool-Aid smile, this oh my gosh, she just yeah. So I think the whole thing with Zack Ryder's an idiot right now. So obviously Eve is playing him again, and it looks like he's falling for it. We'll see where this leads. It's kind of stupid, but they had to throw that in there. So if you were not excited for the CM Punk Chris Jericho match after this match tonight or last night with Jericho and Bryan versus Sheamus and Punk, you had to be excited now after that match, because that match was great. Chris Jericho and CM Punk had some great spots in the match, and you can just see the kind of technical things they're going to bring into WrestleMania. So they gave us a little preview tonight of what's going to come to WrestleMania, and Chris Jericho gets the best of CM Punk tonight with that roll up pin up. At first I thought, I was like, oh snap, not another double count, another double pin or whatever they call it, but I rewinded it back and I saw that Jericho's shoulders were up, so he did get CM Punk, and CM Punk is left with this shock, like, oh my gosh, he just got me. And so I'm really excited for this match to see what's going to happen. It's going to be a really technical match, and a lot's going to happen. So that has a possibility to be the match of the night if both dudes did anything close to what they did last night. Can anybody tell me where the real Miz is? Will the real Miz please stand up? Let's have a moment of silence for the Miz. Okay, thanks. Okay, so the Miz, obviously, I don't know where he is. He's getting beat down. He got knocked out by Big Show in like 15 seconds. He's so irrelevant right now, so I don't know why, but he is. We'll see what happens. He's not going to have a good match at WrestleMania at all, so don't look forward to that. But after that match, we saw R-Truth versus Kane. Kane takes out R-Truth, and then Randy Orton comes out and RKO's Kane. So now we're going to see this Kane versus Randy Orton match at WrestleMania. And I don't know where they're going to go with that, but it has a possibility to be good, but yeah. Alright, now to the big thing, The Rock and John Cena. So all through the night we had The Rock have history lessons, and he was at the Boston Harbor and talking about the Boston Tea Party. Then he went to Paul Revere, and I forget what the other one was, but I think the most memorable one, the funniest one for me, was the Paul Revere one. He goes into the song and it's really funny. So then Cena has this promo during the night where he's talking about he has to win, and he does. I mean, for him to have any type of legitimacy right now in the WWE, he has to beat The Rock. He cannot lose to The Rock. He can't let somebody come in who hasn't wrestled really in 7 years and come in and beat him. The top guy from another era comes in and beat the top guy of this era. So he can't have that happen, and I agree with everything that Cena said in that promo. But I think The Rock was in rare form tonight again. Well, not rare form. He's always like that. So last week he had a bad week. This week he came back strong. And obviously the WWE is really trying to get a 50-50 response out of these guys as far as the crowd is concerned. We were in Boston, Cena's hometown. He usually gets booed. He got booed tonight. But towards the end, we heard Tooth Fairy chants. I can't recall having chants against The Rock in this feud before, so that was pretty interesting. And then towards the end, he had his family there, and he was saying how this is his home, these are his people, and I think they kind of accomplished that last night. If you could hear, if I heard it right, I could hear some people cheering John Cena, which we usually don't see. So it wasn't the kids this time. It just wasn't the kids. So Cena did make out pretty good tonight, but I still think The Rock won that night because I don't know. Rock was just on his game last night, and Cena just seemed kind of goofy when they were face to face. He kept looking away from The Rock, and it's just not manlike. You want to be a man, look him in the eye, and say what you got to say. Then, so I don't know. I think they're spicing it up a little bit. I didn't think it would work, them having 50-50, but they were in Cena's hometown. If he couldn't get any kind of cheer out of his home crowd, then he would be in trouble. So I really wish that I had tickets to next week's Raw in Cleveland. They're going to have a little Cena rap versus Rock singing match. They're throwing in the whole Hall of Fame aspect, Music Hall of Fame, of course. So Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, excuse me. But yeah, so I think next week is going to be even better. So keep continuing to watch this. This is the time to get into any type of wrestling. If you want to get into it now is the time. So if you liked the video, please subscribe, like the video, hit me up in the comment box, and just have a nice day.